Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam and we are back again with some interesting development over our excitement video that we made yesterday celebrating the signing of Martin Zubimendi. Things looking like it was moving in a good direction. It was going so well because the excitement was we were told that this guy had given the green light, and even the sure credible sources like the likes of David Ornstein and the likes of Fabrizio Romano were giving us an idea that this was something that was developing so well and it was looking like it was going to be happening. I got some weird news for you now, people. So buckle up. It's going to be an interesting time. I'm going to try to tell you what's been happening and what I think could happen and why it feels like we are in the world of nerves and everyone is just freaking out over what's happening here. And I'll explain from both sides, from the Sociedad part as well as on the other side. So click the like button, subscribe to the Connect, the best way you support us. So what has happened, what has developed, the thing that maybe people have not told you is this. Real Sociedad, they're about to lose a guy, I don't know what's his name, the guy that is going to Arsenal. I'm trying to look for his name before I actually say it. So that because they have a player that they know that is already going to Arsenal, that they are working on the deal to get it done so that it goes to Arsenal. They are worried that they cannot be losing so many of their midfielders at one go. And hence, this is forcing them to try by all means to force Zubimendi to not move, because Mikel Merino is going to be moving to Arsenal. So because Mikel Merino is going to Arsenal, they are thinking, okay, we cannot allow some of our best to just leave it then. And of course, Mikel Merino is around 28 years. So it's a deal that at a very least, it was very close to be done. Zubimendi is 25 years. They still know that they have some few years with this player. And what is happening is this. On the Zubimendi deal, it's a release clause, people. So what happens with the release clause is this: a team has to agree with the player. If they agree with the player, all that they need to do is to trigger the release clause. It means the club that is involved with the player have nothing to say because they've put a release clause over that player's contract. So that's something that can happen easily. And again, Midano, we saw it with Dominic Soboslai and RB Leipzig. It happened like that when Liverpool knew that the next day Soboslai's clause was coming to an end and they had to renegotiate with the Leipzig. They were like, okay, we're just going to opt to trigger the clause for Soboslai so that we get him. And that's how it was done so easily, as well as the McAllister deal. That's the same thing that which was done by Liverpool. But the interesting thing is this. What Liverpool were trying to do over the Zubimendi deal was trying by all means to maybe to negotiate with Real Sociedad. The purpose of the negotiation was so that at least they can get the player. In getting the player, they make sure that there is something that remains. Maybe they give them more money than what is on the release clause, which was of course around 60 million euros. They give them more, but in a structured format, so that maybe they pay the money in bets than to just pay it all at the same time. Because the problem with the clause, if it is 60 million, it has to be paid in full for a player to move. So what's happening here? Real Sociedad knows that they have no power over whatever the decision happens, but they know that the player has been rejecting some big clubs for years now. Last season, he rejected Bayern Munich and Arsenal. He also rejected Manchester United. That's what we were told just recently. And he has been rejecting so many players because he doesn't want to move. So why then did we got all these journalists coming out that there is something happening over the Zubimendi deal with Liverpool? I'm going to try to make it sense for you. There is a player who came from Real Sociedad to Liverpool who is literally a club legend for Liverpool. And it seems like that guy played a part into Zubimendi's growth as a player, wanna be like him, and did so much to just try to be like him, and that is Xavi Alonso. So with the problem was this: Zubimendi wants to be like Xavi Alonso, wants to leave the thing, and wants to take maybe the same route in a way. And Xavi Alonso from Real Sociedad was Liverpool. After Liverpool, Real Madrid. After Real Madrid, he went to Bayern Munich. So he has a chance, Zubimendi, to go to Liverpool, the first club that Xavi started with, and it could help him to become one of the best players that is in the world, of course, especially with what the excitement we've been seeing from the way Liverpool are playing at the moment. So It's really interesting how this one will play out, like, because there are two problems with this situation. Firstly, Liverpool have not been really great in the recent transfers over what happens with the DMs, especially getting DMs. Remember the Caicedo situation last season, as well as the Lavia situation? Going back further, there are so many players who did not come to Liverpool, opted for other teams. So this has been happening for such a long time. The last good transfer we actually got was the Fabinho transfer on a DM, and that has not happened in a long time. So I get it that so many nerves are gonna be at a higher alert. I've been shitting my pants the whole entire day today because of how this seesaw of a transfer has been playing out, things going up and down, giving so much craziness, not knowing exactly what the deal will be like, because I still have the Caicedo situation in my head ringing so loud. I still remember the Romeo Lavia situation that we ended up opting for our third option rather than to get the first or even the second. Martin Zubimendi, in a transfer season, in a transfer summer that we have been so quiet, that we have not done any movement, we decided to be quiet. Hearing that a player who has been refusing so many players coming, so many teams, bigger teams, refusing them, decides that he chooses Liverpool over so many teams. Imagine what that does to you as a fan. Imagine how much excitement, belief that gives you. And it's not only because of that, but also the caliber of player, what this man does on the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the truth of the matter. He is an artist in terms of how he moves. He offers something a bit different from your ordinary DMs that you're used to, or central midfielders. But he is the best at what Liverpool's new system is demanding. He is the best on what Arne Slot's system is demanding. Hence, that's why Liverpool wanted to get him. Hence, that's why Arne Slot has been pushing, so that if they're going to get somebody who's really good at this, they get him. Now we come to this. There's an entire PowerPoint which has been presented to Zubimendi by his club on why he should not join Liverpool and remain to the club, because they want to keep him. And Real Sociedad, they know that they have something that they can hold on this player, which is his love for his city, love for his boyhood club. They know that he has rejected other teams because of the love for his boyhood club. And they are hoping that they can convince him the same thing that they've been doing over the long period of time, so that he remains at the club. So this is what makes this whole entire situation a problem. And now we're stuck here hoping that this is hanging in the balance, because also we're being told that there are few people who are still speaking in his ear, telling him that if you don't choose the Liverpool gig, you'll be making the worst mistake of your life. So yet, in other words, we still have some people who are speaking for us as Liverpool. But every single thing is now in Zubimendi's hands. He has to decide what he wants. He has to make the decision. Liverpool wanted this to be done as quickly as possible, but now this has turned into a saga. And for them to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, Real Sociedad, or for them to be having meeting after meeting with him every single time, for them to actually force him, try to get him into the team, back into the team, so that he goes and play a game in Berlin, telling the fan base to put so much pressure on him so that he doesn't go to Liverpool. All of these things screams that he had actually agreed with Liverpool that they can continue and go discuss with the Real Sociedad. And it seems like in the discussion between Liverpool and Real Sociedad, they did not agree on what Liverpool were asking for. Then Liverpool were like, okay, we'll just trigger the clause. Then in that situation, the pressure was put back into the player. That's why we're in a standstill. I don't know how long this will last, but we have created a saga for ourselves. I'm excited over what the player offers. I'm excited because I do believe he could be the change that the club needs. He could be the player that makes it easy for us to actually do something amazing in this window. But we are on a standstill. This transfer saga that I never expected that it would be a saga. It's going to continue for such a long time, and I just want to be a part of it. But the problem is this: we have no choice. We just have to sit back, relax, and hope that there is direction over the Zubimendi deal. Hope that there is somewhere we go at the end of the day, because for this moment, for now, trust me, people, we have no idea where this player is going to be playing next. And that is the ugly truth. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are you expecting over the Zubimendi deal? What do you think will happen? Do you think he will choose to stay as he has done with so many teams, and we will really not be shocked if that happens, or he will decide to move on? Because can I tell you something? To just flip this a bit, Real Madrid are trying by all means to convince Trent Alexander-Arnold not to sign a contract because they want to get him. Is he going to choose Real Madrid or Liverpool? So this is me just saying to the Liverpool fans, put yourself in this lad's shoes, or in the fans of Real Sociedad's shoes. Put yourself in their same shoes, and you see that maybe it doesn't really fit that well, because we are about to deal with the same thing if the player doesn't sign soon. So it's going to be an interesting time, people, and I'm telling you, I just don't know when this comes to an end, but I'll be here for it. Click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. Let's see how the saga plays on. It's going to be an interesting time. All the big guys except of Paul, Joyce, have all gone quiet. They're all waiting to see what Zubimendi decides on doing. Then we'll take over from there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Football Connect. I'll see you on another one. Click the like button, subscribe. Remember, Manchester United is playing Manchester City on Saturday. We need to build up to that game, as well as Liverpool playing against Sevilla, as well as another game that is going to be played behind the scene. All those games need to be built up on us. So I'm going to start with the Man City game today. Then tomorrow we talk Liverpool. I hope you're excited, as well as some players who are leaving Liverpool. I'll give you an idea of all the players that are going, as well as some players that Chelsea are keeping on signing. Check out the video that I just dropped today on the Football Connect, where I was talking what Chelsea needs to do for them to be successful in this season. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out. I'll see you on another one. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.